Hey, it's me, it's Gray, and welcome back to the sixth entry of my art journey series. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, I'll go with that from now on. My sixth entry in my art journey series. So where we last left off, I created a challenge for myself where I would take random objects in my room, draw them as I see them, and then redraw them in a new position, new angle, basically a new way of drawing them. And then I would try and see if I can stick close to the original image without looking at a direct reference. And my first attempt went, in my opinion, it didn't go as well as I wanted it to. There were some images that were a lot more difficult to draw than I thought. And it made me realize there are some shapes, some perspectives that were sort of difficult, that were more difficult than I thought, given the amount of practice I did beforehand, like off camera. And so I decided, I'm gonna give it a second chance. I'm going to um, once again draw the same, like, how many images were there? It was one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight drawings again. Um, yeah, I was going to basically give my attempt at it a second time, and that's what this video is. Now, I will say this right now. This video will be the last time I'll do this, at least for video, like on camera. And I'm saying that for two reasons. One, it might get boring to watch. I understand. I'm not directly competing with anyone. I will say that I'm not directly competing with any content creator out there. However, I do know that from a viewer's perspective, seeing me or anyone draw, I don't know, a mug slightly amateurishly, like in different ways, and calling that a video isn't the most entertaining thing to watch. So I decided for the next video, I'm going to move on. I will be doing some practice. Like, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some intermediary practice of drawing, you know, shapes as a form of practice for myself in between drawings. So even in the future, once I get better at this, once I start creating actual art that I think I can be proud of, I'll still be using stuff like this as a form of warm up, form of you know dusting the rust off of my art skills if I ever get lax in the future, things like that. So this video will be the last time you'll see, well, this this type of content where I'm just drawing a mug and a cup and my hand. Yeah, about the hand, by the way, I've completely cut that out entirely. I think I want to make that a separate video. So in the future, when I start moving on to body parts of the human body, I'll add hands as its own separate video. Like, as you saw from episode, God, what was it, 4, I think? Yeah, drawing a hand from sight isn't too bad for me. I mean, even considering that I was just rushing, just skimming through it without actually adding super minor details to make it pop, I do a decent job at drawing hands just from looking at it. But off the top of my head, if you were to ask me to draw a hand, just off of memory, it will look, yeah, it wouldn't look good. So I'm gonna make that its own separate video. So I took out the hands parts of my of the selection of drawings that I made and just stuck with everything else because I think everything else is more important. So yeah, this video is going to be a shorter video because it's mostly, there's not much to show. There's not much to really tell. The purpose of this video is to document checkpoints in my journey. The next video will I'm going to start showing my progress in drawing bodies, like the human body, not in detail, obviously, just more in a simplified form, like breaking down the human body in shapes and forms, and just kind of drawing that. I made my attempt the first time in the second video or the third video, I think, but it didn't come out that great. I'm gonna try my hand at it now, especially after since I technically dabbled in it a bit in this little mini challenge that I gave myself where I drew a woman sitting down in the top left hand corner of these most recent drawings that I made. Um, yeah, I kind of dabbled in it a bit, and I kind of I kind of like it. It got a bit easier over time. I'm not sure if it's because I'm picking more easy angles to draw them in, or if it's just my skill improving, or maybe I'm just better at this than I thought. Who knows? Uh, but yeah, so next video, which will come out Tuesday around the same time, 2 p.m. I'm sticking to the schedule. I haven't given up on it. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do a video every day, even though I probably should, given how early this channel is. But I think it'd be unrealistic and kind of too much for me to squeeze out a video every day, especially if the video isn't showing any meaningful milestones. Like, I don't think people want to see me drawing, like, because if I did this in the very, very, very beginning, it would have been me drawing circles and lines and circles and lines on the paper for an hour straight, uploading that to YouTube and calling it a day. Like, I don't think many people want to see that. So, yeah. Now, if I do need to fill in those extra days with something, I'll find some other content, like filler content to put in, because right now I do consider this art journey to be the main piece of content that I want on my channel as of right now. If I were to find a mini series of something to put in between, like for Sundays and Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, then I will think about it. I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to just chill out and just find something for the sake of making money. This channel isn't really about that. It's just about, I just wanted a place to document my growth, and I don't know, YouTube, it just seems like the more convenient place, like a warehouse to hold your videos on. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. I'm not realistically expecting this to turn into some money-making venture. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts and goals for the future. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this. This video, once again, is a bit shorter. I will be cutting out a lot, just kind of skimming through what I've done. And I do hope you all enjoy. Also, about the music in the background, I think in one of my older videos, even though the music that I put in is all royalty free, like I make sure to get royalty free, copyright free jazz music or swing music to put in the background. One of them ended up having the copyright on it. And I was like, how? I specifically got this from a website that only gives copyright free music, and it was like 2 of the songs in the video. Yeah, it was like 2 of the 5 songs I selected were copyrighted. I'm like it wasn't enough to take my video down, but if in the future this channel becomes monetizable, like it gets monetized, it might affect my video. I was like, what is this? So I took it out. I used some of the default music that YouTube just has in their library, and I'm gonna try and see if I can find a singular song that I can reuse for these videos, instead of just me going through a selection multiple. Yeah, I think I'm not going to have different songs per video. I'm just gonna find one singular song, jazz music, to play in the background. Hopefully it's not copyrighted, and I'm gonna use it for all of my art journey videos. And so whatever you're hearing right now is what I could find. And hopefully it works. Hopefully it's not, getting copyrighted in the future. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see y'all again Tuesday with me, drawing more interesting stuff. This is Gray, and I am out.